Estimating interiors and the process to do it. I'm Ron Renz, I'm a DYB coach, and we're going to talk about estimating a door. It's a simple process, and it's the start to many bigger things to come. Putting together an estimate that's going to stand out from everybody else, and also knowing the cost of painting a door. And then we're going to take this door, you can go to windows, walls, ceilings, etc., etc. But let's get the footprint and the base all set right up front. Let's talk about the process. Well, on a door something like this, any exterior, interior door, we start out with cleaning the door. We have a lot of oils from hands, dogs, kids, etc. on the door. So we want to wash it down. Then we're going to light sand it, and then we're going to, if it's painted, we're going to apply 1 or 2 coats of paint. A couple other things you want to note too. On interior doors, we take off the lock set. Some of the exterior doors, we do not take them off because we found putting them back on sometimes takes as long as painting the door. You don't get it lined up right, you'll be playing with that and possibly scratching the new paint. But why do I tell you the process? The process is great to explain to the customer or actually write it down on the estimate proposal you're putting to them. And the reason I say that is if they're comparing apples to apples, if you are contractor A and there's also a contractor B might say paint exterior door. Well, what we want to do is we want to tell them we're going to clean the door, we're going to light sand the door, we're going to vacuum or dust off the door, we're going to apply 2 coats of paint, and we're going to apply 2 coats of Benjamin Moore Regal Select interior paint. We like to tell the customer what they're actually getting for the cost. And this justifies in some customers' eyes and brain that they're going to pay a premium because they're working with a professional. So now let's talk about painting the actual door and how long is this going to take. If you don't have labor rates set yet, you don't have any production numbers set, well, the first one is going to be an educated guess. What are you billing customers for? Are you a $40 an hour painter or are you a $70 an hour painter? Take a look at this door. So if you're going to remove the lock set, you're going to lightly sand the door, you're going to protect everything underneath and around the area, you're going to dust it off, you're going to apply a coat of paint. You're going to wait till it dries and you're going to apply a second coat of paint. Is this an hour's worth of work? If it is an hour's worth of work, your labor charge on this is we're going to set $50 an hour. $50 an hour is an average. The PDCA has a national rate schedule that you might want to peek into. You might want to talk to other contractors. Not we're trying to be like them, but you have to start with a base. So on something like this, I am saying $50 an hour. It's going to take us an hour. You can probably do it in a lot less than that, but we have to start with a base and we can work from there. But $50 is not the cost of painting this door. We have material. It's not a quart of material, but it's some material. And at the smallest amount you can buy is a quart. If you're only doing one door, you are charging for the full quart. You're going to have a couple pieces of sandpaper and maybe some plastic or drop. So this all adds up. And some of you might be saying, well, I'm not charging for that, I have it in the shop. Well, this is the way to do it professionally, is you charge for the material and you actually mark up the material. Is a quart of paint going to cost you $20? So if you're going to have a 20% markup, you have $24. So 10% would be $2, 20% would be $4. You have a $24 worth of material and a couple pieces of sandpaper. So basically you have about $25 worth of material. You could probably paint 3 other doors with that quart, but currently right now, if you are doing multiple doors in a house, then you can spread that material over across the entire job. So what we want to do is on the proposal, we want to write down, and this is basically how we do it right now, is our prep. Our prep is protect all areas not to be painted. Remove lock set. Wash down door, light sand door, vacuum or dust off. Apply 2 coats of Benjamin Moore Regal Select paint. Reinstall the door lock. And if you've taken off the curtains, and these are beautiful curtains as you can see, you might want to put them back on or ask the customer ahead of time. Are you planning on putting curtains back up? If not, we can fill those holes, and you can state that. If you write that down in your labor and, as we say, as the material, the labor we said 50, until you actually start timing yourself, to find out your true production rate. Start with a 50, or you start with something on a national, the PDCA has for national numbers. You start with something and then go from there. Take an educated, measured guess on your first door. From there, you start writing down and timing yourself and find out you can do 2 doors an hour. And if you know your overhead costs and your billable rate, we can work on that. But just don't start and just say, walk around the house and say 4 doors, $100. You know, let's do some education. Let's get some production rates. Start writing down these production rates. Time yourself with your phone as you're doing it with no interruptions. And I'm not just saying start while you're painting. Start measuring when you're setting up. You're putting the plastic or drop cloths down. You're taking the doorknob off. You're washing the door. All that counts. And then putting the doorknob back on. You will be surprised that it usually takes a lot longer than you think it actually is going to. I hope this helped. Watch for other interior estimating videos. I'm Ron Ramsden. I'd love to hear your comments, how you do it, how you actually write it up to a customer. Please share those. We can all share our information. The more educated we all are, the better we all are in the long run. I'm Ron Ramsden. I'm a DYB coach, also painting contractor. If you'd like to touch base with me, send me a message here. Find me on Facebook. I'd love to talk to you. You can also email me at ron@dybcoach.com. Hope this finds you well. Happy estimating.